Imagine waking up one day to discover that the world as we know it has transformed into just 2 dimensions. Would a flat or 2-dimensional world consist of anything more than just straight lines and circles? Let's build a mental picture. Envision a plane or a sheet of paper, limited to height and width with no thickness, no up or down, just left, right, forward, and backward. Such a world, as novelist Edwin A. Abbott describes in his novella Flatland, could only be inhabited by geometric figures. But posing a question, what if we lived in a 2D world, isn't as absurd as you might think. Theoretical physicists have been seriously considering the possibility of additional spatial dimensions hiding in our observable 3-dimensional universe. Research into string theory envisages the universe to have 9 spatial dimensions along with the dimension of time. Considering a 2D world isn't merely a philosophical exercise, but a scientific exploration that would change our understanding of the physical universe. In this 2D world, how radically different would our physical bodies, our cities, and our entire cosmos appear? The limitations to our vision in a dimension confined to length and breadth only would be starkly different. In a 2D universe, we wouldn't have a full panoramic vision. We might be only able to peer out along a single line that runs through our eyes. We would only witness the edge of an object, making it impossible to differentiate a triangle from a rectangle or a circle from a square. How would we navigate space and communicate in such a world? The entire concept of up and down would cease to exist. The underpinning physics, as our current understanding goes, would be profoundly different. Many fundamental principles of physics assume a 3-dimensional structure. For instance, the inverse square law, which rules electromagnetism and gravity, requires a universe with 3 spatial dimensions. Gravity, as we understand, would not work in a 2D universe. Objects wouldn't fall down. They would move in a different yet-to-be-defined path. Heat, sound, and other forms of energy would travel in weird and wonderful ways too. Even the atoms that comprise everything might have a different geometric structure. Our understanding of chemistry and biology hinges on the 3-dimensional arrangement of atoms. A 2-dimensional version would redefine life as we know it. How might our brain process sensory information or thoughts in this flat universe, still unknown? In essence, whether it's the workings of atoms, the dissemination of energy, or the mechanics of life, everything is intertwined with the nature of the dimension they reside in. So, imagining life as we know it in a 2-dimensional world is quite challenging, if not impossible. But venturing into such an exploration does more than just tickle our fancy. It brings into perspective how integral dimensions are to the laws that govern our universe. Not only do dimensions shape the physical laws, but they importantly influence life itself. The very fact that we exist in a 3-dimensional world is crucial to why we exist at all. It frames the argument about why our universe has 3 spatial dimensions and not more or less. There's a growing belief among physicists that our universe actually started out with more than 3 spatial dimensions. Right after the Big Bang, the universe swelled exponentially in size during a brief period known as cosmic inflation. In this early phase, according to a radical theory called brain inflation, our universe was a higher dimensional space. Then, as if going through a phase transition, the universe condensed into a space of 3 dimensions. This paradigm-shifting theory is supported by the hypothesis of the anthropic principle, which suggests that the universe must have the dimensions and physical constants that allow life to arise. So while our exploration of a 2D world might seem an absurd diversion, at its heart it underscores how the physical laws, space, and life itself are closely intermingled. We often take for granted the 3-dimensional world we live in, without pausing to ponder about its uniqueness. These hypotheses invite us to look beyond the accepted norms and delve into the realm of wild scientific possibilities. Journeying into a hypothetical 2D world, while indeed unnerving, underscores the astounding complexity of the universe we exist in. Multiple dimensions may exist beyond our perception, shaping the universe in ways we are yet to discover. The pursuit of such knowledge shapes who we are as humans and carves path for us to continue our journey in this boundless cosmos. So until next time, dear viewers, continue being fascinated, stay curious, and imagine beyond what you can see.